Hi there, Sagittarius. Sorry I was yawning. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm here doing your June 2018 reading. Thanks for joining me. I'm still having a reading sale. There's a link in the show more below to get to my website. And the readings are $1 a minute, so that's about almost half of what I usually charge. If you're interested, I'm having fun connecting with you guys. So I'll leave that up for at least another week or two. Okay, I think what I'm going to do this month, you know what's really weird? I wrote on this piece of paper what I was going to do to keep track, and I wrote June 2016, I just noticed. Isn't that weird? I didn't say that when I just announced the reading, did I? I don't know, maybe look back to June 2016 and think about what happened then. It may have significance now. Weird. All right, I think I'm going to pull 3 cards for love, 3 cards for career, and then maybe just 3 cards for whatever else wants to come up. We'll see how that works. Okay. So we'll do love. 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, so right off, did I just say love? Because right into my head, I was reading career. I'm going to read career because that's what just came to mind. That's why I don't like doing categories, because it restricts me. Right off, I was like, you guys are getting a new job. You are leaving something behind. You need to chase after a new opportunity. Like where you were, it doesn't mean it was horrible. I'll do this so you can see the flower in the back. Necessarily, but it wasn't either mentally stimulating. It wasn't, and you know, this could be a relationship too, quite frankly. So you could read it either way. See, the best laid plans. That's why I try not to do this. This position means this, because I feel restricted when things come to me. So we'll just freestyle it now. I'm just going to freestyle it. So just, you know, something is just mentally not working anymore. You're not seeing eye to eye with someone. And it's time to move on where you don't feel so restricted. It's time to move. It's time to move on. It's time. And the 7 of Pentacles is that card about trying to sort of balance between being patient and working on things and giving things time and knowing when to cut your losses and move on. So next to the 6 of Swords, for me, it's like, okay, you've done all you can. You've tended to this situation. You've tried to make the best of it. But it's time to move on. And again, love or career, like you have done everything you can. And the only person we can control and influence and really do change is ourselves. And so it's like you've done all that you can do and it's time to go. But then it's like this Ace of Pentacles, it's like the universe has just been waiting for you to come to reach this decision and move on. Because then they're like, here, look at this beautiful new start, this new career, this new love, this new opportunity. And when like the Ace of Pentacles, this can be like, it might involve moving, like literally moving out if you're leaving a relationship, moving to a new house, moving, especially with this card, somewhere else, like literally moving to a different state, city, country, whatever. And your day-to-day routine. It may also be like, you're like, I'm sick of sitting around feeling fat or, you know, like I get that way. I'm just like, oh my God, I've got to get up and get moving. Like I've got in a bad habit for a few months and it's just like, I have to get working out, get eating better and just having none of it. So it could even be something with you internally, like it's time to, but that's a thing, like time to get moving, time to get doing something, time to get going. No more sitting around sort of waiting for the situation to figure itself out. It's like, nope, you've done that enough. No more waiting. Okay, let's pull these 3 cards and see what this 3 of Cups, the Fool, beautiful, and the 5 of Wands. So, I mean, the Fool and the Six of Swords are 2 great cards together. It's like, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for a new challenge, a new experience, a fresh start, a new adventure. It's time. It's time. And again, the Fool gets going. What does he do? They strike out. They unload a lot of baggage. They're traveling light, but it's almost like she's stepping through a portal, kind of like stepping through a new gate, a new doorway into a new phase of your life. And the Fool's just like, I don't necessarily even know where I'm going, but I know it's time to move on, and I need to take a leap of faith and do something new. It's a cool card. So go out with your friends. If you're single, go out with your friend, or even if you're with someone and you need some time to get out. You need to, again, move. You need to get going. Go out with friends. Get out of the house. Like it's a month where you're going to be on the move in like a really good, positive way. It's like you need to shake things up, get going, get moving, go out with friends, meet people, have new experiences, and consider new opportunities as well. Now, the 5 of Wands is kind of an interesting card. The 5s, I like to say, are like a pebble in your shoe. It's nothing horrible, but they just rub you enough that you can't ignore it. Kind of like the squeaky wheel, that you have to do something. You have to stop and take the stone out of your shoe. They force you to address something. So I'm sort of feeling like a lot of us, I'm a Sagittarius, have been kind of complacent, or just sort of indefinitely waiting for things to, like, for the universe to just magically force us to get up and get moving. And of course, that's not what happens. So something's just annoying us enough or challenging us enough, or being competitive enough. God, this is weird, but I almost just got this feeling like maybe your significant other, like someone's flirting with them or something. And it's like, and I'm not saying they've done anything, but just seeing this other person, you're like, maybe I've let myself go. And I don't want you to feel bad. I mean, this isn't about how you look on the outside. It's about how, if you're feeling like, God, I've really just been low energy and low. So I don't want to get stuck on the weight thing. It's more of like really more of an internal thing. I said the fat thing because I was thinking of myself, but I shouldn't do that. It's really, because when I get up and go, no matter how much I weigh or whatever, I feel better. And that's what it's all about. I feel I have more energy. I feel better. I'm happy. I'm a better person to be around. My outlook's better. So it's like there may be some competition at work, or something that just motivates you. So it's a motivation, not like a worry or a scare, that like motivates you to take some action and to get moving and to live a little, live a little. Don't do the grind of get up, go to work, go home, come down, watch Netflix, or it's like it's time to shake things up and do some things, maybe do some traveling. But even maybe think of moving, like, hey, I don't want to live here anymore. It's cold in Vermont. I want to be somewhere where I can be outside more all year round, or so something is going to challenge you and motivate you to make some changes that you've probably wanted and needed to make for a while. It's funny. My best friend is, since I was in grade school, she always says that and she's wonderful, and she has a really beautiful marriage, but she's like, sometimes I need to make him a little jealous. She's like, it's good. It's good, but she's just so funny. So I can just see her saying, it's okay for him to know other people are, interested in me. All right, let's see what these last cards look like. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So, when you have the Page, I should put these down here. The Page and the Ace, it's like planting that seed. You have to start somewhere. If you want to buy a house, you have to start saving money for the down payment. And even if it's $5 a month, you've heard me say it, it's like you've got to open that account and start putting that $5 away. Even if it doesn't seem like it's like, oh my God, I'm going to be dead before I save the money. It's starting, it's doing it. Even if you feel like, oh my God, I need to get in better shape, and I'm walking half a mile, I'm walking around the block, big deal. Hey, walk around the block. You've gotten up, you've done something, and then build upon from there. So slow and steady wins the race. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Let's see how many more cliches or phrases I can come up with. But it's important that you just take that step, that you get moving, you just start, and then let the momentum carry itself. Yeah, because you have that Six of Swords, and we started off like you needed to move on from something. I mean, you need to have boundaries. And you also need to have boundaries when you want to make changes in your life. A lot of people don't like that. They want to keep you in the box of who you are. And because I don't know why people are so concerned about other people, but, oh, you're this person, and you don't do that, and you do this, and this is where you work, and they just some people can get really weird, like really concerned and negative and judgy if you're trying to make changes, and you have to say, you know what, boundaries in the sense that you're not going to absorb other people's opinions and have it modify and change and stop you from doing what you want to do. And the Queen of Cups, she's an emotionally mature lady, a water sign, but could be anyone that's feeling this way. I try not to get too hung up on that because we all have a complex astrological chart. But she's like, she knows her emotions. She feels them, but she doesn't react because of them. She's like, okay, that person just really pissed me off. That email was obnoxious. That text was obnoxious. But I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to sit with it. I'm going to sit and be pissed for a while and maybe stew a little bit. But I'm going to send that text tomorrow. Or I'm going to ignore it. Or I'm going to, I'm going to let it go. I'm just not going to get sucked in, because all that does is diminish my quality of life, and I don't need to bite on every little thing that comes through. It's just not worth it. Like if I got upset about every negative comment I got on YouTube, I would, it would just drive me crazy, and it's just not worth it, because you don't know what headspace people are in or why they react to certain things, and trying to tailor my life, my channel, everything on my reading. It's there has to be a limit. There has to be boundaries. And so it's like that lesson's really being learned, and you are. So remember back at the beginning, you've been patient enough. You're leaving something behind, and that's going to allow all sorts of new opportunities to come in the month of the month of moon, maybe something to do with the moon. So yeah, to change it up, do something new, do something different, go in a new direction. And I think that's where, like a whole new beginning, you haven't even imagined that could really happen, I think is just waiting for you to take that step to allow it to be able to come into your life and happen. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful June. Take care.